Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Come on in, the water's fine, to the fanciest of fancy dress parties here in Strahd Sux. You can be whatever you wish to be here in Strahd Sux, except for rude.
Wait.
We have a few announcements before we get started with tonight's game.
Hold on.
We have a Discord. You're welcome to join us there. We also have a merch store. You're welcome to buy merch from said merch store. They all come with our little indigo chameleon on them. Thank you, Chef Aladeth, for subscribing tonight in the fanciest of ways by just clicking subscribe. Let us show you our wonderful players and their fanciest attire. You can be rude to Strahd, says Chef Aladeth. I'm afraid that is incorrect. Here we are. Look at all of them. Each of them dressed to the nines and ready for whatever may come their way. We have a few announcements before we begin. As I mentioned before, upcoming schedule for this week. Nothing on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we continue onward with our Unbroken Veil New Orleans. Join us for modern day magic, myth, and monsters set within the Big Easy. As our group actually takes a little bit of a field trip to Eureka, where they utilize science to better their trip to the moon.
To the moon.
Minnie B says hello, Terry. Minnie B,
Terry.
I'm giving you DM inspiration. You're not even here. You can hand that out to anyone that you like because you were the first one to recognize. Bardic Sway, the swayest of sways. Welcome. We also, on Thursday, have a brand new campaign debuting on the channel, led by one mother of cats. Tune in for the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, an entire campaign centered around the Fae and the Fae Wilds. Not in my Minecraft server.
That's why we have someone else doing it.
So join us, won't you? It's someone else's. I'm a player. So join us for that. And then on Sunday, of course, is always Strahd Sux. Not only are we doing amazing things here on the channel, but we are lucky to utilize the works of some of the other individual players here, including Magnolia. Magnolia, what are you involved in outside of this show?
Oh my goodness. Well, on Fridays I play Vampire the Masquerade on RPG with Sway as a wonderful storyteller. I also am the creator and co-director of Marquee Artery Productions, which is we tell, I can't say the word, bad love stories. It's the F word. You'll look it up. Don't look it up. Fun love stories, not horror based at all. Very, very, very horror based. And we're doing a beta for a show coming out soon, next weekend. And then after that, we will be having an actual show. And then there's just so many things are coming. So many.
Stay tuned for the latest and greatest. We will try to do advertisements on our Discord as well. Not only that, but if you care to listen to a podcast and get some very good oral, you can listen to Jousting Through Jacinto.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like you said the
I
F.
can't say the F word.
I feel like I'm set up for something that
I don't understand what the issue is. So
I can't quite follow through on now. But come find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that good kind of stuff where you get your nice ear feels, I guess. If we're going to the world, ear feels should be fine. But we're in the middle of our second arc. Episodes go up every Wednesday. So come stay tuned. And hopefully someone isn't going to die. They might die.
We gotta fight a wizard next weekend.
It's possible.
you're a wizard, Harry.
We're gonna fight a wizard.
What?
Yeah, fight a wizard.
Not only that, but you can also follow Miss Cassandra Cosplays for the latest and greatest in crafting of characters carefully cultivated by her.
Nice alliteration.
Thank you very much. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
So if you don't know me, I'm a cosplayer. Hi. And I'm working on some really cool things. I have some really, really awesome photo shoots coming up that I'm keeping a secret that I'm very excited about. But I have some new original designs that I will be doing photo shoots for coming up and some really cool things on the horizon. So if you want to see some like cool cosplay, you should follow me on Cassandra Cosplays on Instagram and TikTok.
Is it gender bent Strahd? Like, you can tell me if it's gender bent.
Why you
Sorry, I'm sorry. That's on me. That's on me.
I'm like, well, now I'm not doing gender bent Strahd
Wait, hold
because
on.
everybody in the room's like, let's not just.
Let's not be too hasty.
Maybe
Unless
he
you're
doesn't
casting
get
haste.
it, but he didn't spoil it for the rest of us.
This
Let's
particular.
say
I'll
it
do
involves
it.
armor, it involves horses, it involves more underwater stuff, and it involves beating up a broken down car.
Seahorses, got it.
I mean, I'll do a gingerbread Irene, and you do a gingerbread Swad. And
Swat?
Yes.
Swad.
Swad?
SWAT is great. Strahd
That's all we're
Sux.
calling him now, Swad.
This particular campaign is unlike any sort of Strahd campaign that you have witnessed before. If you pay attention to channel points, you can do things such as Strum and Sod, and you can buy level ups for the players. You can buy them epic items and things of that sort. There's all sorts of things that you can do to help with the game. And I think that's it for announcements, unless I've missed anything. Heroes, welcome to Strahd Sux. When last we left our heroes, all of you found yourselves in a bit of a precarious situation, as Chance, the luck vampire, invited you into his home, and secrets were revealed. I would encourage everybody here that did not watch that episode to check it out on YouTube, or it's still under Twitch. You can check it out for a limited amount of time. Or don't. There's a lot of things. TLDR, some secrets came out about individuals that were interacting oddly and strangely. There was a bit of a kerfuffle between Connie and his brother. At the end of it, all was made well, and the party was invited to a fancy dress party where the creme de la creme of Barovia society was invited. Heroes, it is the night of the party. You all have a long rest under your belt. You've been told to dance in your fanciest attire, that this will be a party of sorts, and you've been brought up with 3 distinct rules for this party. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. You cannot pick a fight with anyone, but if you pick a fight with someone, just be prepared to finish it. Should a fight be picked, you will then head outside of the house to the grounds, where it's sort of all loosey-goosey, and it's like, who's not interested anyway? Everything's made up and the points don't matter.
So the way I've written this down is, don't pick fights, fights go outside.
Fights go outside.
So when you
Catch
pick
these
fights,
hands.
they go outside.
There is a study that you may utilize that is only for a small group of individuals. The door will be open if you can use said study. It will be closed if the study is currently in use. All of you have prepared yourselves. Give me just a brief couple of sentences as to what your character is wearing as you line up to receive this veritable menagerie of individuals coming to Chance's house for the fancy dress party. Let's start with you, Ironwood. What is your dryad wearing?
Yeah, alright, mate. So, I ain't never been to a fucking...
There's our one. Everybody gets one. Tell them, Peter.
Everyone gets one.
Everybody
I ain't
gets
never
one.
been to a fancy dress party. We all know that. I picked this off a dead guy. No big deal.
Did you wash it?
Found a dead guy in
Well,
Barovia.
I
It's like his
mean-
clothes.
I'm not really sure, but like he was wearing it. It seemed
Presentation
clean.
goes a long way.
That's
So-
the smell.
It smells.
Oh, no.
It smells like. Well,
Hey, have you checked the pockets of this thing before you put it on?
no.
Give me a D100, please.
Oh no! I just imagine Ironwood walking in Magnolia with the most audible sigh in existence.
2.
Just wait.
2. Oh, great. Awesome.
That's a mystery mouse.
That's a mystery musketeer. We're going to use that later.
I don't like that as a person.
No,
as
that's
a
fine.
character. That's all right.
Fancy suit off a dead guy. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Alright, he died, and I picked it up because that's just what you do. in
I love
this
it.
case.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. Cass, you have a... Everybody's like, oh, Ironwood. Bless his heart. Cass, you have a DM inspiration from Minnie B. Because she loves you. So tell us what Pyre is wearing.
Pyre is wearing a gown made entirely out of flames.
Full Katniss. I'm into
Yep.
this. Yes, absolutely. Do
Full
the
flames.
flames do damage? Like, can you sit down?
She's controlling them.
So they're real.
They're real flames.
So if you lose concentration, you're naked.
No! I mean, do I need to light this candle?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Just in case you cast the concentration spell.
Fine.
You want to say jump? I will jump with you, my dear.
Pyre has been way too serious the past 2 episodes. It is
Got it.
time to party. She is concentrating
My
on
kid's
keeping
back,
that
I'm
dress
fine.
on.
I can be the serious one again.
Pyre,
We need allies. Look, if that dress goes out, we'll
Pyre looks straight fire.
She
That's
is
great.
straight fire.
Ophelia, our youngest party member.
Well, Etheria figures that Sir Terry hasn't gotten out to many parties since he died like a whole bunch of years ago, so he gets to go to the party. Plus, it helps because she can be disguised as an adult because now she's kind of adult height. And she can talk like him.
Oh no.
Oh, come on, mate. Come on.
But he can also talk, and he can talk to her. But
I'm
anyway.
not sure that's how my voice sounds.
Right, this is exactly how your voice sounds.
Oh dear!
So she's walking around in a big cloak all night that's closed up like this, so that she can.
Perfect. Thank you.
Be a very tall skeleton.
Oh no, this will only end well.
Fancy that's costume, right?
This will only end fine.
It's 1.5 goblins in a trench coat.
Hold on.
That is my favorite Blink-182 cover band.
So weird.
Patches.
Yeah, so
Darn
like,
it is the
like
key
Patches
song.
being Patches being furry, he doesn't typically wear like clothes, so he like put on some stuff.
Lord of Tuxedo, baby.
I was, and this is for the audience. I was told if I came on shirtless that I'd get a level up. I got the next closest thing.
Level up.
It's the team.
Level
No, this
up.
isn't shirtless.
Level
I
up.
understand.
He's showing off the nipple ring.
He is showing off the nipple rings. I don't know if that's a boon for me, because I'm going to be very distracted.
Nice.
I will say that you are halfway to a level up.
I'll take it.
One major move from Patches tonight, and you will cross the finish line.
I'm cool with that. I typically get halfway and then chop it like that. So here we go.
The chat has gone, ow, ow, ow. Get it, Maz.
Are you wearing a tuxedo T-shirt?
No, this is what Patches is wearing.
Because it
This is
says,
it. Like,
I'm formal, but I can still play.
I've got suspenders and I've got slacks on. It's the best you're getting out of them.
Do you have an angel band?
Last but certainly not least, Magnolia.
Magnolia is wearing a black dress, which is a corset at top with off the shoulder, and it like flares out a bit at the bottom. She is wearing both sapphire and onyx jewels, or dark blue and black.
Nice.
And she is wearing her necklace. It's much like my prayer beads I have here, but they have at the end, instead of my Lilith symbol, it is the symbol of, it's Mab's crest.
You're wearing Mab's crest to the party.
I am.
The DM will make
Well.
note of this. All right,
Taken.
heroes, you all line up. Chance comes walking down the stairs, looks at all of you, nods, and then, what the blue hell is going on? What is this? You look like you got it off a dead man.
Well, first off, I did.
Okay.
Second of all, hey, mate, we look freaking.
Okay, pin on that.
Yeah.
You look marvelous, Ali.
Thank you.
Etheria?
You said fancy dress.
Oh my God! You're a skeleton.
Well, it's a dress-up costume.
It was. Oh.
And he wanted to get out, and it's, look, you're not getting the full effect. Okay. Hello.
Stop. Chance takes 2 psychic damage. As he goes, no, don't know what I expected, but it's okay. We'll run
I
with
don't
it.
have minor illusion. I can make skin on that skeleton, but I cannot.
Oh, no. Patches?
Can I?
Hey man, I'm the hired help tonight, so. You know.
Perfect. Then hired help you shall be.
Yeah.
If anyone has any questions, I will direct them towards you. And Magnolia, stunning.
Thank you.
Who is the symbol associated with?
The Winter Court?
Mab?
Yes.
You're wearing Mab just sort of openly, like I'm coming out. Like, is this just?
It's not something I've ever hid.
No. Why would you? All right. He looks a little concerned by this and just kind of
Should I
looks down.
take it off?
No, not now. It's lovely. And he looks over at the group and he says, "Very well. Places. The individuals will be arriving any second. Servants, you know the drill. Invisible servants begin to flood the establishment. As they do, they carry small trays of food and things of that sort. You notice that all of the servants are actually wearing vests, so as to signify where exactly they are. And there isn't an issue with someone running into them or bumping into them. But there are trays of food that pass you, and everyone starts humming "Master of the House," like just as they walk about this way. But
So I imagine there's a little arm pulling out from a cloak, grabbing snacks.
yes.
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 I want Pyre to turn around and cast dramatic glitter on herself.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
So that is my charisma score is increased by 2 for 1d6 hours.
Okay. Go ahead.
And you turn
and
into a
Don't you have to
disco
throw it in
ball.
your own face?
Are we all together?
You throw it in your own face, and there is a chance that you are blinded for a bit of time. And right as individuals are coming into the space.
I feel like I would close my eyes, but
What sort of
it's for 4 hours.
4 hours?
Yeah.
All right. What is the save against it?
Well, I can choose to save. I'm choosing not to save. But
No. That's
it's the
not how this is going
Constitution 9
to
saving
work.
throw?
Yes.
Oh, you mean for the blinded? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
the
yes, yes,
DC
yes.
9 con save.
DC 9, and what did you roll?
I didn't. Great. I rolled a 5.
Perfect.
This is so unfair, guys. This is so unfair.
You're like,
You know how you mix like fireworks and just like you throw like lithium in your face and now it's green.
your makeup is running as you've just got these large streaks. There's things. How long are you blinded for?
1 minute.
Okay. As individuals begin to come into the space, you just see. As you all watch as she turns completely around, and you gently come over, and yes.
I'd just like to proactively cast Mage Armor because it works for 8 hours, and
Okay.
just
Why not?
Why not?
Yes.
So a Druidcraft for Magnolia, just give her some like light. Just like bless her with some light. With Druidcraft, boom, just give you some. Just
You put a
aura.
spotlight on me.
Yeah, just give
Wonderful.
you some. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're standing in line, and then we start hearing like 1 in a million girl. Like it's just playing in the background. Yeah. Perfect. The first individual enters in, and you see your first familiar face of the evening. Walking into the space is a huge bugbear that goes, "Holy crap, Patches! What's up, my dude?"
The guy from the Stony.
Yeah, Jerry! Hey! He runs across the space. He's like, forget about it, man. Brother's got a hug. Yeah, and they just, he's like, hey! And he points, and he's like, shirtless with suspenders. He's like, nothing fits. I tried like 4XL, boom, nothing. I was like, I'm trying Atkins too, because my brother swears by Atkins.
Nah, you
but I
look
was
great,
like, hey, man, you look great. Get over here. Let's go get a drink of something later. Cool. And Jerry walks in, representing the Vistani. And sort of looks over at everybody and just smiles. He goes, hey, beer pong.
So we're definitely playing beer pong at this fancy.
Chance goes to introduce, and Chance just pushes to the side as Jerry walks into the space and immediately goes, "Oh, pigs in a blanket," and just kind of walks in. And the servant holds up the tray, and he's like, "Thank you," and takes the tray, and it's just like
The
he's
vest
like,
lifts up a little bit.
yeah, he's carrying the vest. The vest is being dragged behind. And he's like, you see Chance just go, "It's fine," and the vest stops, and he goes, "Hey, keep these coming, all right?" And he throws a coin at the vest, and the coin hits the vest, and Jerry's in there. The next individual to walk into the space, Chance looks over and introduces the Abbot. The Abbot is a very tall, humanoid-looking figure. 6'2", bald, incredibly muscular. The Abbot is wearing full priest vestments without the collar, if that makes sense. So the black robes that sort of drift to the ground. He's big. He's a big boy. And as he comes in, he just sort of looks at the group, and he goes, Chance goes, the Abbot is in charge of more than a few of the churches here in Barovia. So he's got a fair bit of followers behind him. And he looks over and he goes, it is a pleasure to be here for this. I hope we have a better reception than last year. And Chance nods his head very quickly, and the Abbot walks over, sees Jerry, and cuts to the opposite side of the room, away from this. The next individual to walk into the space is another familiar face. It is the animated armor that you all fought in the Death House. If it may not be exactly that, it looks very similar. You see a floating breastplate, full chainmail, boots, armor. The only thing that is not there is a head of sorts. As it comes into the space, he goes, representing the animated armor, and he nods his head, and the armor nods, and Chance looks over at you and goes, no one's aware of how they got here, but their presence has been known. So, and the armor just sort of nods and looks over at the group and makes its way over, taking these large clanging steps.
Do we have a name? Or it's just no name?
No. The next individual to walk into the space is the oldest woman you've ever seen. A southern expression, this woman is older than water. She comes into this space, she's got these long nails. You immediately identify her as a witch of sorts. She is pumped, full of power and things of that sort, and as she comes into the space, she comes in with stank on her. It smells like the swamp, like another character that we are all somewhat familiar with. As she comes in, her nails are so long that they drip, they sort of flow on the floor behind her. You ever seen those really long fingernails that kind of curl up? And she's walking into the space, and he goes, Baba Lasaga, always a pleasure. And he nods she nods her head and goes, a sacrifice tonight. And he goes, yes, of course, Baba Lasaga, anything for you. And she nods her head and makes her way into the space. An unseen servant gets in her way, and she reaches forward and just twists her arm and dispels the magic. The plate falls to the ground, and she steps over it.
Could I ask Ember? Ember, is that one of the three that you saw the other night?
No. She's very ugly.
Good, maybe not say that. And we'll keep that between
No,
us.
she's very ugly.
Got it, thank you.
The next individual to walk into this space is a woman loaded for bear. She is this stunning redhead that is just tall, angular features, and as she walks into the space, she gives this small smile, and you see that she's come to the fancy dress party stocked, locked, and loaded. On each of her arms is an odd crossbow contraption. On the back are three wooden stakes that could easily be grabbed from the back and things of that sort. She's got small containers of water. And as she walks into the space, there's a clanking sound as she walks into the space. She's not wearing a dress. She's not done any sort of makeup. She's wearing just full armor
There's
from
a
top to
message
bottom.
to both Pyre and Patches. Bleed.
You see
Yeah.
Paris Flame just kind of like,
As she comes forward, she gives a kiss to Chance on each cheek. She's just I'm sorry. I have things that I have to do, and so I can't. You understand? And he goes, no, it's fine. It doesn't matter to me. And she goes, no, not for long, but I will be here. And she nods her head. And he goes in to kiss her again, and she goes, not a chance. And puts a hand on the chest, and he just kind of takes a step backward. And she looks at the group and just gives like small smiles to everyone, and continues on into the space. Sees Jerry and immediately beelines for Jerry, giving like this big smile as he goes, Esmeralda, yes. And he goes, hey, punch me in the face as hard as you can. And Esmeralda walks over and just gears up a punch and punches him in the
I
face.
very much know which side of the party you're going to immediately.
if you can get there before me.
Yeah.
Tell me there's a shot.
This is definitely
Just hang out with the bugbear. We're already halfway there.
Next individual to walk in is a sight you didn't think you were going to see at this particular party.
Strahd?
It's a drow.
Oh.
It is a drow that comes into the space with the hood drawn over their person, and in sign language, Chance says hello, and he signs back the hello and things of that sort, and just sort of gives a nod as well. You see the cowl sort of pulled up and things of that sort. He is not armored up, but as soon as he sees Esmeralda across the way armored, you see him sort of sigh outward, being like, frick, I should have dressed in armor and like. But sort of looks over at the group, stops and looks at your necklace, and just looks over at you and and then gives you a bow, actually, like a courtly bow and things of that sort. As he stares at the group, as he passes by you, he pulls his dagger a little bit. It's not an aggressive move. He just wants to show you that he's got one.
So Ironwood does the same, but pulls his. Maintaining eye contact.
Yeah, he maintains eye contact with you and then makes his way over to a darkened corner of the space, picking up random bits of food and sprinkling powder from his belt on the food before he takes any bites. Grabbing a cup and sprinkling that same powder on the...
Into his own.
Into his own. Before taking any sort of bite, he's just...
How close is he?
I would ask Chance what his name was.
That is Lord Casimir Velikov, excuse me. Casimir is he's an interesting sort. He sort of keeps to himself a bit. He goes, he doesn't have message, so if you'd like to have a conversation with him, if you don't know sign language, you should bring a piece of paper. It's the polite thing to do. I'll tell you then, he's not really that talkative unless you have something to talk with him about. I don't know. Next individual to come into this space is the third bugbear. Or what you think is a bugbear. As they stoop down and come in, it's the only one that's bigger than our good boy Patches and our good Jerry. This guy comes in, and as he comes in, the half of his body is bugbear. The other half is serpentine. He is dragonborn and bugbear. As he comes in, the half of the mouth, and there's this ugly stitch that goes vroom, 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 all the way down.
Dragon bear.
As he comes in and he goes,
A party! We love a good party. Where is the ale?
and you see Chance go, no, not like last time. We're not doing ale. He goes,
I say ale, you get ale. I want ale. And you can bring a barrel to my friends outside.
he goes, yes, of course.
I've lost control of all my party members already.
I have. It's just vibrating, just like.
He goes, this is the illustrious, the strongest, the grossest Bill of the mongrel folk.
Oh my god, that's so...
Perception checks from everybody.
Sure.
Absolutely.
We love these.
22.
22. 7.
27.
27.
16.
The two of you, as Bill the mongrel folk walks into this space, there is a flurry of movement as something faster than anything you could possibly imagine and small has been using Bill as Bill makes his big entrance and runs in and immediately darts towards the study. It is moving faster almost than the human eye can catch, but this little tiny little shape just kind of picks up and darts off towards the study. It's like something out of your peripheral vision.
And it was using Bill?
It was traveling, knowing that Bill's going to make a big entrance. This little thing's going to come in here and just kind of dart off to the side.
Do I notice that Pyre noticed?
I think the two of you, both of your eyes would dart, and then you look back, you'd be like, "What up?" Yeah. Chance definitely does not.
Okay. She does want to say, Bill, have you ever played beer pong?
Chance immediately puts a hand up as the individuals inside the party. Some of them look very excited. Some of them cock their eyes, and he goes, "Ha! It's a joke. Of course, we're not going to play beer pong. That is a game played by common folk. But should you wish to go outside, you'd be welcome to do so."
Just wondering, champagne pong, beer pong.
Terry!
Terry, no! Just wondering.
Terry, contain your excitement.
Chance's eyes go wide as the next individual walks into the space. This is an elf. This is a pale elf. A deep contrast to Casimir as Rahadin comes in.
Spelling?
Rahadin. Rahadin.
Thank
We'll
you.
say it. Rahadin comes forward and looks at the party and says, "Well, what a joyous sight. Strahd was very sad that he did not receive an invitation to this particular get-together, so I'm coming in his stead. Chance, he said you would not mind. Right. And Chance shakes his head and goes, no, of course not. Absolutely. Please, help yourself. As he walks in, every single one of you, as he walks past you, it's just, he looks at you and maintains eye contact. Screaming. Death. Screaming. People hurt. People dying. And walks past. It is just an aura that surrounds him. Just being in his presence. As he walks into this place and immediately makes a beeline towards Casimir.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. That's the Drow, right?
That's the Drow.
I only wrote his last name down for some reason.
No.
What's Casimir's reaction?
Casimir gives the same bow to Rahadin as he gave to Magnolia. As he comes in, he kind of does a deep bow. He has him hold it, and there's this sort of smile until he gently takes a hand on his throat and just lifts it up. But it's not a lift up, it's a full-on like chokehold around the throat to lift him up and then pull the arm back as he comes into the space. The last individual to make their way in is a individual that is, for lack of a better term, is Bruce Wayne. Far after everybody's come in, you see an individual come in, and he's got two sort of peasants that are definitely wearing peasant clothes and things on that sort. And he immediately goes, "Chance, my friend, my dearest friend, I've started libations just a wee bit early. This is, what's your name?" And she looks up, she's like, Teresa? I was like, Teresa, yes, beautiful. It was my mother's name. And your name? Amy. Yes, gorgeous, my mother's name. It's lovely. And he goes, I am here. And he goes, Lord Argynvast, this is an absolute pleasure. I didn't know that you'd be joining us. And he goes, yes, of course, it's a party. And I am one for a party. Isn't that right? And Lord Argynvast kind of comes into the space. As the girls are walking in, he goes, oh, fancy dress. Purple. And immediately snaps his fingers, and major illusion is cast. He does not go through the components. He's obviously showing off as the dress appears, and he looks over at you and he goes, you look delicious.
Thank you.
You can wear that. And he looks over at you and snaps his fingers and copies your outfit for her. He goes, I might borrow your face tonight too. And then walks into the party. With the girls on either side. Heroes, I know it's a lot.
Sorry.
But the individuals have made their way into this party.
Do the girls count as NPCs?
You can try talking to the girls. They are very inebriated, and
well,
they.
You said 11. There's 9 here, so I'm trying to figure out what the other ones are.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Cool.
I've got 10.
They do not count as NPCs, so there is still secret NPC and one that's already here.
Wonderful.
Oh, fantastic.
What?
Chance, can I talk to you? Just
Yes, he goes, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the food and things of that sort. Remember that you are being held under hospitality, and so are my newfound friends. Should you have any issues, please come and speak to me, your ever-gallant host. As Lord Argynvast waves as he's peeing into one of the urns off to the side and things of that sort. Just doing that, and everyone's around.
Gonna kill one person tonight.
Everyone's sort of laughing and doing like a little thing as he pees into the urn. As individuals kind of move about the space and do introductions. He leads all of you out to the hallway. He goes, this is your last chance before I'm sucked into the oblivion that is hosting a party. So if you have any questions, now's the time to say them.
yeah, got a few.
What?
I would like to go first.
I might. The old witch.
Yeah.
The swamp witch.
Bobble Lasaga.
Yeah, Bobble Saga.
Lasagna, yeah.
Bobble. No, don't say that.
No.
Don't.
No. I would request a bit of an audience with her, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Go up to her and talk. Don't give her your name.
As in, Ironwood.
Don't give her your full name from your lips fully.
Magnolia
You can use
starts
your
laughing a
first.
little bit.
You can use a nickname. Don't give her your full name, and for the gods' sakes, don't give her any of your blood, no matter what she offers you.
About my trade, my dear.
It does not matter.
So sap it.
Don't give her any of your sap.
Grand.
Okay. Yes.
Gross.
Could you? Who should we watch out for? Who is aligned with Strahd?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. He goes, come here, look. He goes, everyone. It's Barovia. Everybody's here has had interactions with them and had to compromise who they are, have interactions. Even if they were against Strahd, they're not going to say it. Not in polite not in this company.
Yeah,
And we
I mean,
also
who
should
like
not
literally
say-
is rooting for him? Who's
The
on his
only
team?
one here that I know stands up for Strahd is Rohadin.
Yeah, who's definitely not Strahd. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Are there any customs that we should be aware of? Because look, you said party, but I recognise this is a bit of a.
As long as you're under this roof, you're protected. As long as you don't pick a fight, you're protected. But I mean, if you're messing with the witch, I wouldn't give her your name. I wouldn't give her any of your blood. You're newbies, so what that means is you're fresh fish. Don't take offers from individuals unless it's really cool. You know what I mean? As I look at that,
Afia, look at me. Don't take offers from anyone unless you run it by one of someone else.
What if it's cookies?
I will make better cookies, and you know that's true.
Connie did let it slip that everyone here has already made a dark bargain with a dark passenger. So
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, literally everyone.
yeah, that's
like-
great for me.
Yeah.
But other than that, if you have any pressing matters, you can always try to get to my attention.
But in all seriousness, like, half the room seemed divided when I mentioned beer pong. Is that taboo here?
He looks at you and he's like, "You want to throw little balls into cups?"
Yeah, 'cause I
most
got
of
that.
them are from polite society. They're not playing beer pong. I mean, there
Right.
will come a game of playing games, but it's mostly word games.
Hi,
Word games. Okay.
darling. I point to Bugbear, Esmeralda, beer pong.
Oh yeah. I
Outside.
know. I just want to, I don't want anyone.
Side.
Fine, Mom. Jeez.
He goes, "Oh, that's good. You'll have to teach me that voice."
Don't you dare.
I won't.
Couldn't use it anyway. Any other questions?
Yeah. He looks at Chance and he goes, "Do you actually have ale? If not, I've got an idea."
I can't be seen giving it, but if you want to head into the kitchen and be a hero, there's a cask that they will move through in the first hour.
I've got a better idea.
Okay.
And Patches, when the party starts, will go to the tiki bar and
That's
hire
so
a
far
bartender.
away.
Not for a monk.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'll say as soon as the party, you're gonna be like 2 seconds.
And hire a bartender. I got 30 gold. I'll drop 20 gold on the tab.
Oh,
A big spender.
where's the bartender going?
In the main ballroom.
Out. If we can
You
make
want
it
the main
outside.
ballroom or you want outside? Inside has a.
Inside has a decorum to it. Let's do it outside, because I know the bartender can hold his own if something gets
Okay.
up in trouble.
Kill this party. We split it inside out.
Okay, let's say this. As Patches is like 2 seconds. He goes, "Somebody stick with me. Don't leave. We need to stay together in small little groups and stuff like that. Until Patches gets back, somebody be connected to me. But when he gets back, feel free to go out with him."
Wait, so Patch is going outside, nobody's going with him?
Patches is running, using something to fly past everyone outside, to run to the bar to be like, "Hey, can
There's
I
no
hire a
one that can catch
bartender?"
you.
Got it, okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
As much as I hate saying this, I really feel that it would be beneficial to stay by your side at least for a bit, because people are going to treat you with a certain decorum, and I could learn something. Magnolia, are you happy I'm being
I
responsible?
am so proud of you right
Perfect.
now.
You owe me drinks. Okay?
Yes.
Uh,
I believe Patches is taking care of that right now.
We'll just tell everybody you're an old flame.
God! No!
Hey.
She looks at Magnolia just.
Who are we going to first?
Wonderful.
You know what? I'm going to let you choose because you know these people better than we do.
Perfect. Esmeralda.
Yes,
Do you have a left? Esmeralda breaks away from the pack and begins to walk across the floor over towards where Chance is. My other groups, what are we doing?
Well, he's gone.
He just walked away with my person, so I just kind
Only
of.
because Patches was gone.
I'll be back in a minute. Hold on.
I'm gonna look over at Ironwood
Corey
and
Franklin.
say, I don't know if you're coming or not, but I want to go talk to the suit of armor.
The suit of armor.
I mean, he doesn't have a head. I just want to find out if he can talk or not.
Oh my God. Sir Terry can be a mech pilot. A mech pilot
Yeah,
with the suit.
If you want, that's fine.
Okay. Did you want to talk to somebody in particular?
About my daughter, for sure.
Who?
My daughter.
Your daughter's here?
You have a daughter.
Never mind.
Lasagna's her daughter?
I'll go with you first.
Lasagna's
Afterwards, I'll go and seek out
It's gotta be great.
questions.
If your daughter is here, which one is your daughter?
Not my daughter, as much as information about her.
Okay.
I didn't even know you had a daughter. Who here knows about your daughter?
No one.
No one.
This is so confusing.
How about this?
You haven't even mentioned your daughter yet.
We go do your thing. How about that?
Okay.
That's it. Alright?
And then on the way over, can you tell me about your daughter?
Fine.
Ironwood chooses this party to reveal to everyone that he has a daughter and he's looking for information. Where are you going?
Bold strategy, Con.
I am going to go speak with the abbot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say that you head over to that direction. Let's do this. We're going to play it fast and loose here for a little bit, kids. You head over towards the bar. As you're there, it's actually just kind of closing out. It's kind of late at night and stuff like that. But you see Bolt, who's behind the bar and stuff like that, and he goes, "Hey, Patches, how's it going?"
Hey, so I know you guys are closing up.
Yeah.
But I got a big job. Do you want a little extra currency?
Yeah. It depends on what the job is.
So there's a big party going on over
Okay.
at the burgomaster's house right now.
All right.
Huge party. Everyone in Barovia's there.
Oh, everybody.
All the big names.
Be important.
Okay.
So like we're there and some other people are there.
All right.
And he tossed down 20 gold. He goes, I need you to serve. So I need you.
Booze to all the important people in Barovia.
Everybody who asks.
Give me a persuasion check at advantage. You got the gold to back your play here.
Persuasion. That's my +0 stat. Fantastic. That's a 15 and a 17.
15 and 17. He looks at you and he goes, "Yeah, okay. I don't normally do this sort of thing last minute, but I need to start branching out a little bit more. And yeah. If it's to serve alcohol for a good cause, then I'm worshiping my deity at the same time. So absolutely."
And he'll warn him about there are some people that are a little bit rough and tumble, so it might be good to have the chest plate open just in case.
I'll wear my formal attire. He reaches underneath the bar, and as he does, he pulls out a helmet that looks to be like a plate mail helmet with two small kegs attached to the helmet and things of that sort. And he puts it on and sort of adjusts it, and he goes,
It's going outside. It's going outside. It's
He
going
was
outside.
number one.
"Yeah."
He was number one.
He goes, "I'll be there in a bit."
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then Patches will dash off his back to the party.
Yeah, dashing off. Okay. You are headed over to talk with the headless suit of armor, and he's going with you.
Yes.
Okay.
And meanwhile, I am asking about 10,000 questions on the way.
Okay.
So wait, your daughter's lost,
Well, no, she's dead.
but you're looking for her.
Well, it's more like make sure she's alright.
Right. So she's dead, and then she got buried.
Well, she died, and now I'm like, is she alright?
But you know where she died?
Not really.
Was it in Barovia?
You trip. You trip just for a second. Give me a dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw. I'll say that you can very easily catch her depending on this DC and stuff like that.
It's gonna be.
Ooh, that was good. That was a
I
good
just
one.
made patches faster.
You just made patches faster. Your wifey has bought you another level up. Yeah.
I now have 60 feet of movement speed, for anyone who's wondering.
21.
21. You catch yourself and you look back and your shadow does not want to be anywhere near Ironwood. this news like just get, and you get a little pull and they kind of sigh and they come forward, but whatever he just said is like she doesn't want anything to do with him. But then eventually you just kind of like, come on, let's go, we got stuff to do, and you pull her forward.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah?
Don't mention her. Ever.
You just mentioned your daughter to everybody.
Don't mention her ever.
This is really confusing.
Well, and so is math.
So is Matt.
No, he has a point.
Wait, how are you going to not mention her ever and then ask people where she is?
Ophelia, it's like this. There's things that you ought to know. As you grow older, my daughter's name, her circumstance. Don't mention her.
Okay.
Unless you have cause.
Terry's like, hooray, drama.
Magnolia's like, this is a conversation for another time.
Got it. Don't mention the thing that you brought up out of the blue. Got it.
Magnolia will remember this.
You head over towards the animated armor. The animated armor is standing there as it comes forward. You turn around. You watch as the animated armor turns around and just sort of looks at the group. If it had a head, it would look like it was giving you a little nod as you come forward.
Hello, can you talk?
It does not say anything.
Ugh, you don't have a head. That makes sense. I mean, I mostly wanted to know if you could talk. But, I mean, you can probably... Oh! I messaged the armor.
Okay.
Say, hello, my name's Ophelia. What's yours?
Does message travel to the ethereal plane?
I don't know. Creature within range, whisper a message to the target, and only the target hears a message can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
You can't hear it.
You can't hear it.
He's in the interior plane.
I'm just gonna take some spell slot.
Okay, so what I'm gonna... He has a chest plate, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go... The shave and a haircut. Da, 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 da.
He looks at you and goes,
So weird.
let's roll an attack roll.
Hurt.
16 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
You can't hit a child at a party.
I'm at 16.
She's not a child. She's a weird skeleton with a weird voice. What?
Well, if she's about to be attacked, can I...
It's not a malicious attack. She's communicating with him by going like, and he goes, and it hits it, and it's just and unfortunately, if she's hitting him in the chest and he's hitting her in the chest, he's punching her in the face. Like, and it's just you take 8 points of damage, Ophelia. Terry's like, you're not going to be able to speak to him. You know this, right?
Well, it was worth a try.
Well, of course, he's dead.
Oh.
Well, so are you.
Right.
Can you talk to him?
Oh, of course.
Oh.
You told me to be quiet and that you were doing the voice.
This is going great.
Right, and then I forgot to.
Yes, I'm very aware that you dropped that bit extremely early.
Yeah, well, I'll use it later. But, you know, I got distracted by wondering if he had a voice or not. You want to talk to him now?
I'm happy to speak with him. You wouldn't be able to hear what we're saying.
That's okay, but you can tell me afterwards what he said.
Sure. Hello, friend. Yes. Thank you. Terry. It's quite balmy. There's 3, but what he urinated in one of them. Oh, Strahd. Oh, yes.
No.
Lovely.
Oh no.
Yes, Ophelia.
Yes.
He's quite pleasant.
Oh, he's very pleasant? Cool. What's he doing here? I mean, this seems like a really dumb place to be if he can't talk or anything. or eat.
Sure. This isn't really working all that well. I've got short-term memory loss.
Oh, okay.
That's how I got my name, Sir Klutz.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, well, I guess that was kind of a bust, wasn't it?
Of course I could kill you if you'd like.
Oh, please don't kill me.
No, if I killed you, you'd be able to speak with all the dead things.
Oh, that's a great idea.
We just have to hold you in some sort of stasis.
You can do that?
I could certainly try.
Let me think about it.
Sure. And that conversation happened. You watch as
Everything's going fine.
everyone's fine. Pyre and Chance, you're led over.
doing this?
Pyre, you're led over by Chance as Esmeralda comes forward and she looks at you and she goes, "Oh, is this your latest thing?" And he goes, "Yes. Well, I had to move on at some point, so Pyre and I started dating not too long ago."
There's a chance.
And Esmeralda looks at you and she goes, "Is that true?"
It's sort of an open negotiation. She reaches out and takes Esmeralda's hands and kisses it. And says, "My name is Pi. Your name is Esmeralda?
It is.
A beautiful name for a beautiful girl."
I couldn't agree more. The same with Pyre.
I like all of your armor. You're really packing there.
I enjoy killing things. You know what you're like.
Yes. Would you like? Could you show me all of your weapons? I would love for you. Do you have names for them?
I do. You're gonna have to buy me a drink first.
I would love to.
You watch as you just kind of shift over to the side and you see Chance being like, "Son of a." As he takes.
But I have the alcohol.
It's that TikTok sound of the when my boyfriend introduces someone as my boyfriend. Get out of here.
She goes, "Can I get you a drink?"
I would like to buy you a drink, actually, if that's okay.
Well, they're free here, so we could each buy each other a drink and just pretend to be chivalrous.
It's a date.
She goes, "Wait right here," and goes over, and Chance is like, "Are you the monk? Because I've never seen anyone move that fast before." As she comes over with 2 cups and extends a cup to you.
I will take it.
Okay? She's just sort of smiling at you.
Yeah.
Don't trust anyone ever.
I don't trust anyone ever. Could I ask, when you first walked in, Chance really seemed like he made a move on you, and you really gave him the nose. So, what's the past with you two?
She turns to look at Chance and says, "We dated for a wee bit, but it didn't work out well. Some individuals, I guess, get too tired of long nights, of certain people's company, and just get, I guess, sick of the same thing over and over again. Isn't that right?" And he looks at her and he goes, Yeah, that's right. And some individuals leave in the middle of the night, never to be seen of again, returning back after years of time.
I like you, Esmeralda. I'm going to be very honest. I've dealt with a lot of people here. I'm going to purify this water, this drink. It's not you specifically.
Sure.
I have just been around a lot of people who are sort of make me a bit suspicious, and I just met you, but really you are a tall glass of whatever's in my hand. So
I would expect nothing less.
Great. So she's going to cast Purify Food and Drink on both of them.
Okay.
So I do that.
Okay.
And to being warriors and being free agents.
Cheers.
Cheers. And she's going to take a drink of it.
She takes the cup and throws it behind her back. I need a con save.
Cool.
Even with purification cast on this,
I
purification
knew
of
it was
food and
gonna
drink
happen.
does not do anything to this particular.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
So that is with con, that's a 21.
Your flames burn.
Yeah.
There's a flare as you see her.
Did not like that.
I need a deception check as you try to maintain composure as your tattoos start going nuts.
I mean, she's not afraid to tell anyone that Emperor's there, but... what was that? Deception?
Deception.
So that's a 13?
You manage to grit your teeth a little bit and turn to the side. There's a pop out as she takes a step backward. And she goes, "I usually wait till another date to say this, but what's inside you?"
You know, can we maybe step where more people can't hear? Honestly,
Would you like to go outside with me?
I would love to go outside with you, because honestly, I like how suspicious you are. You're just like me.
She goes, "No, I'm not."
No, you're just practical.
She takes the cup that she went behind her and takes a flask out from her side, pours some in the glass, swishes it around, and drinks it. and
Can't
looks
believe
at you.
Pyre's gonna die because she's gay.
It's the way she lived.
This conversation happens, and you two start heading outside.
Is Chance okay with that?
Chance doesn't look like he's given any choice as he's pulled into the party. As you're like, hey, listen, I got a host, so go have fun, try not to die. As he walks past, he goes, he whispers 2 words to you, holy water, as he walks past.
She's a vampire killer.
And for some reason, Ember didn't react well to the holy water. As you walk outside with her, she's smiling. Jerry looks over and goes like this, and she goes 1, 2, 3 to Jerry, and he nods his head. And she turns to you and kind of puts her arm out like this.
Pyre will take it, look at Jerry and go.
Jerry shakes his head no, and she goes, I'll put it on Front Street. If I knock 3 times, he's going to come out there and he's going to help me kill you.
Okay, fair enough.
And she walks outside and she's, God, you're cute. I hope I don't have to use these. And she just walks you across the floor, out the door and stuff like that. You set up. Glory. Bolt sets up, and he's fast, not as fast as you, but you kind of come outside, and as you do, you're like, "There's drinks a coming." As he kind of looks over at you and things of that sort, and
I'm trying to get the attention of the mongrel crowd.
yeah, mongrels come over. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
they're all halfsies. Some of them have like humanoid features, but different animals have been chucked together to do this. You've seen like shifters before. This is not it. This is like Frankenstein that ran out of parts, and so now he's going to like use parts of animals and things of that sort. So you're seeing all these different appendages and parts of body and things of that sort.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
And he refers back to Bolt. He goes, "This is a new bar. So, Bolt, what you got, man?"
Bolt goes, I've got ale, if you want some ale. And Bill goes,
Friend, we gotta get you some upgrades.
and he gives you this large smack on the back and things of that sort, as the other 5 individuals kind of come around, and he goes,
Frankenstein, but with owl.
Yeah, he goes, what brings you here to this party?
To be fair, man, this is my first real big party, so I'm just kind of taking it in.
Who do you serve? It's not a difficult question.
I can talk slower if you like. And all of his friends start to laugh, and he goes,
Hang on.
Yes.
Maybe he just doesn't, he's not all up there, alright?
some of the rest of you are not all up there.
Hello.
Hi.
I asked you, who is it you serve? Bear?
He thinks for a second and goes, I serve a lady named Mama Patches.
Mama
I serve my
Patches.
mama.
You're a mother's boy.
No, not necessarily.
Alright.
But that's just the moniker that she gave me, so...
We can respect the
It's-
mama's boy.
it's-
Come on.
It's because of the fur.
Persuasion check.
It's because of the fur, you know? Persuasion? Great, my +0.
You got this. Oh
I
no.
rolled 5.
He goes,
Well, how about this? After tonight, you serve Mama Bear. But tonight, you ride with us. You unofficial mongrel.
Patches wants to flare up the mist just a little bit around him. He goes, sure, I'll ride with you guys tonight.
What's that?
Call it a party trick.
This is a good party trick. Is it the pipe weed?
It could be anything you want to be.
Everyone inhale.
and they gather around Patches and just take big inhales of the mist around them as they shake their heads.
It's an equality. I get it, too.
Nothing can go wrong.
We go bust back into the party as Magnolia is walking up to meet the Abbot. You are currently up talking to the Abbot alone. Got it.
Everyone left me alone.
No, and Pyre's heading outside, somewhat alone, but Patches is outside
I
as
got
well. He turns to you. My dear,
Hello. Where are the churches in Barovia? I haven't seen many.
my followers are many and they are scattered to the winds, but I provide a safe bastion for them, unlike the heathens that others serve.
Is there a main religion in Barovia?
It is one of hope,
Hope.
one of blessings. I set out to do good in this world, and there is only one way to do good, which is to serve people.
Serve the people.
That is where true strength lies.
Can I inside this guy's bullshitting me?
Yeah, absolutely.
I have my
The Abbot?
ring on. What's in? Where's my insight?
You made it first.
I hate that guy.
21.
Roll again.
Oh! I hate that.
Oh, don't like that.
21.
Okay. His eyes flash a bright white light as you study him up and down, and you are just taken aback by how handsome he is. He is gorgeous, but you're able to kind of shake it off. He believes everything he's saying to you.
Interesting. So it's not, you don't have a deity, you just serve the people.
What is your name?
Magnolia.
In Magnolia, you serve the Winter Court.
I am a lady of the Winter Court.
Then we have no further discussion that needs to take place, do we? I seek to save the people of Barovia and grant them a bit of harbor in the storm that comes, and you wish to facilitate transactions with your lady?
No, I wish the same you do.
You wish the same I do.
Help the people here? Yes.
Would you be open to the message of the church?
I'd be interested in hearing of it.
I would be so delighted to share it with you, and finally serve my purpose, which is being a disciple.
I
Come.
hate it.
To the study.
Oh,
Oh, there's a dude in there.
oh, there's someone in there.
Or there's something.
Which is
No, no,
where I
no.
wanted to
There's
go
something in
next.
there. You don't want to say it's a dude.
I'll take his hand. I'll go.
Everybody give me perception checks. I'll give you a shot to see that this is happening.
Oh, I'm in.
You can't. You can. You can. You two can.
Yeah.
Tracy, nope. 4, nothing.
Ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
No, it looked like a 20. It was actually a 2. But what I was going to do would not be affected by whether or not I saw that.
Okay. Were you gonna take him to the study?
Nope.
Are you
Okay.
going to study?
So what I was going to do was I was going to
Okay.
ask if the study door was still open.
The study
At that
door is
point,
still
it would
open.
have been.
Yes.
And I was going to look over at Ironwood and say, you know how Sir Terry can talk to dead people because he could talk to the armor?
Well, I suppose, yeah.
Well,
Alright.
doesn't it make sense that he could probably help you with that thing that we're not supposed to talk about?
Alright, well, perhaps.
Okay, here. And she grabs the skull.
Oh my God.
I've got it all pinned. I need to unpin it.
got
There's
this.
only one more pin.
Yep, you
Okay,
got this.
she grabs the skull. She hands it to him.
You take it out from inside the room.
Yes.
Great. Everybody at the party that's inside at that point turns to look over as the skull is passed.
And she hands it to him and says, talk to him. Also, Pyre's outside. You might want to check on her. And she's going to duck. And
Dodge
the second
and dive.
she's out of sight, I want her to go invisible because she was going to run into that study door while it was open.
I will say that while the study door is open, you can cast invisibility running into the space. Okay, got
When
it.
she does that and people like do that, Magnolia just laughs and goes, "A child's game."
Children, yes.
Hot school, you know.
He goes, quickly. There isn't much time.
I hate that. I'm going, but I'm going.
Okay. He leads you into the space, and as he does, he walks past. He offers a hand out to you. You touch it for a second, and it's hot to the touch. He's just warm. He's warm. And your your symbol of Mab, just gets a little burny. Not uncomfortably so, but just a little burny as he walks over into the space. Okay. You two head over there. You head over there. You've got to tear. Let's go back to outside. Pyre, you're out there with Esmeralda.
And Patches is out there with.
Patches is being. People are smoking Patches. Some of the beasts.
Me too. It's weird.
I want to make sure when she goes outside that she calls to Patches and says, "Patches,
Yeah,
how
let's
you
go.
doing? Yeah, we're gonna go for a chat. How you doing over here?
I got a bar. We're good here.
Yeah, a bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, Esmeralda, I said I would get you a drink.
You did.
Yes. Would you like one? This is my favorite Patches.
I'd prefer a conversation first.
A conversation first. Patches, we're going to have a conversation right over here, okay?
Yeah. Excuse these guys. And
Yeah,
he looks at one of the mongrels that's probably like struggling a little bit. Don't worry, man. It's a quiet taste. You'll get there eventually.
No judgment. Good.
But I
Don't
assume
tell
you're-
Mom.
I assume you're trying to be within earshot of Patches. Gotcha.
Esmeralda.
So I look through all of her spells. Cool. Got it. Okay. Yep.
Yes.
Please don't kill me, Ronald.
See, you slipped me holy water.
I did.
Yes. Why?
I have to know who I'm speaking with. You'll understand my relationships in the past. I'm not the best judge of character.
Are you talking about Charles?
Oh, Chance and you.
Yes, and me.
What's inside you?
Yes.
You reacted to the holy water.
Yes, I did. This is Ember. It is a deal that I made so that I may better handle evils on this plane, but I would like to also know who you stand with. I know you put on an appearance of what looks like being a hunter of some sort, but that doesn't mean that you're aligned with certain people.
I studied with someone.
Who?
Mr. Van Richten. Van Richten was the greatest monster hunter the world has ever known.
And what do you consider a monster?
Vampires, werewolves, the creature inside you.
Yes. And so where do you stand with Strahd?
He's a fine person.
A fine person.
That's the $1 million question.
And you don't consider him a monster?
No,
Why not?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I have a bad judge of character, so it's a little disconcerting to me when I go into a party, offer someone a drink, they react poorly to holy water, and one of the first questions they ask me as we walk outside is, what do you think of Strahd?
Yes, because Strahd has tried to kill me and my friends several times.
She immediately grabs you by the arm and pulls you away from the bugbears, from away from the mongrels and stuff like that into the area, and
What
just
did I say?
immediately pulls you deep. Do you follow?
I would summon Agni.
So you start casting.
Hold on, I'm trying to think of what she would actually do. Is this an aggressive, or is this more of a conspirational?
It is an aggressive move.
Okay.
Five.
You know what? She's gonna
Four.
go. She's gonna let her pull her.
Okay. She disappears.
Yeah.
She's gone. She is pulled into the woods that sort of outline the area down into the crater, and she goes, "Are you daft dumb?
I don't know.
You either serve Strahd or the worst servant of his ever. You do not say his name, and you damn sure don't actively say that you're against him."
What? Look, I'm new here. I was pulled here. I'm part of a travelling circus. I was trying to escape. We got here, and we came here.
What was the name
and
of the
it was,
circus?
Parnham. Parnham is our ringleader, but
But Van Richten
he was.
is the ringmaster.
What?
The Van Richten, the monster slayer, the monster hunter. He before he did that, he got into Barovia by bringing the circus.
He's the one who pulled us here.
I'm not sure. What did he look like?
Parnham's really small. He's got a really nice top hat, but Parnham's gone now.
He's got a hat.
Yes, a hat of holding, basically. You can put lots of things in it. It's really cool.
She looks down at the ground and just she is so torn right now. Just in terms of what is going on, she's pacing back and forth and looking at you, and she is obviously torn in this situation.
Esmeralda, I need
don't.
you to...
Just let me.
Alright.
Fine. You say when. You hear me?
Are you playing with cards? cards.
Yes.
Are you a goddess of luck? Please.
This
please,
no,
goddess
this
of
is a Tarokka deck. The Vistani taught it to me.
Wait, the Vistani, they're my friends.
Teach. They taught me you've got one chance here.
Okay.
If the card is right, I believe what you're saying. If not, then I believe the fates are leading me away from you because you are hotness but bad news walking.
Thank you.
You're also made of flame, dear, but
Yeah.
yes, you're very attractive as well.
Can I just say before you do that, I know you're worried about me because I have this dark passenger. I need you to know the only reason I made this agreement was so that I could better face the monsters in this world. We're not prepared for these. So I made a deal that I felt was important to help these people. I know what it's like to be oppressed and to have people tear down everything that you stand for, and that's what I saw here, and I did what I thought was right. And if you think that I'm a monster because of that, then fine, I'll be a monster for doing what I think is right. But I just need you to know that I am not a monster.
I'm not thinking you're a monster. I'm thinking you're a weak girl who didn't believe in herself strong enough, so had to get help from a man.
You are completely right, actually. And not a man, but a creature.
They
sort
have
of
they them
thing.
pronouns, actually.
Yes.
It's very important.
Honestly, I did what I thought was
Say
right.
when.
When?
She draws the card. Chris, let's go to
She's so hot. Okay.
Should we or not?
Iron was looking at the skull.
You really are dropping bombs.
Am I dropping bombs?
The children thing. It was an odd timing. Even for me. And I hang out with a child.
Oh, hold up, man.
Yes.
Okay, it's not the child bit, it's my child bit. Mine. Not yours, it's mine.
You understand that what you're doing is a tad selfish, yes?
How could you be so selfish when you understand that your child, your progeny, your lifeblood...
Your power comes from faith in your oath.
Of course.
Do you know what it takes to resurrect someone?
I have been in this.
He goes, what it takes to resurrect someone more than spell components and more than the spell energies that it takes, more than a cursory knowledge, more than your oath. It takes a willingness.
Takes quite a bit, I know that.
Not from you. From the person that has passed. All this time while you've thought about her, have you put her feelings ahead of you, or are you hurting and it doesn't matter? If this could hurt her, perhaps she's in a better place. You certainly are not.
I'm a father, mate.
There are many fathers. There are many mothers. There are many people who lose their children.
You can't sit there and tell me that a father doesn't help when their child is gone.
I'm not sitting here, I'm the head. That would require a butt.
With the head of the conversation being that my child taken from me.
If you want answers, I can give them to you. But here's the thing with answers, you may not like them once they're given. Are you fully prepared to know that she doesn't care? She's better.
Can I ask you something?
You have been the whole time.
Is she alright?
Well, I don't know.
Is she better off without me? Better off knowing that she's somewhere else without her father?
Would you like me to look?
No.
Are you sure? I do not offer this lightly. I am a knight, and once I have sworn loyalty, I see it through. I may be short of mind, but I am large of heart.
I'll give you this, mate.
Yes, Patches.
Patches.
Oh, sorry, Ironwood. That was your name.
If she's better off without me, if she's better off, I need no other signal. But if she needs me, I need you to tell me now. To hunt for her.
That's not how it works. I will have to travel. Yes or no?
Find her. If she needs me, I'll find her.
The skull goes inert. Terry is gone.
Oh no!
You broke my skull!
I'm so sorry.
You held it for 5 minutes.
You had one job. I'm so sorry.
Your Terry's gone.
No.
Terry's on a journey. I know how long it'll take, and Terry will come back as long as you have the vessel. But I will say that you are greeted to the image of a very strong man with sort of blonde hair that manifests in the space as he goes, "Come, trusty steed," and he hops aboard this little spectral donkey. As he goes, "No more hunting windmills for us. We're hunting for children. Not hunting children. Hunting for onward." As he comes running out, a small squat spectral spirit runs alongside of him, like as he comes in space, and he just sort of rides out.
One last thing.
Nope. You don't get a last word. You sent him on a mission.
I would have never guessed that Sir Terry was Don Quixote.
Whenever you're around, I want to give you the
will.
last word then.
The server comes over and you get a little like dunk dunk from a tray as they just kind of hold a tray with drinks in front of you.
One for me, and if you wouldn't mind, one for Etheria. Water, please.
Yeah, you see that if there was a head, it'd be like, bro, what? And they go over to get some juice. Let's go to the study. You invisibly head over to the study. You've got time for one action as you make your way into the study. You go over to the study as you see the two of them are heading over here. You are invisible at this point as you make your way over.
I'm in the study.
You're in the study.
I was going to go look around anyway, but now that two people are going in there and one of them I know, that's even more interesting.
Yep. Okay.
We're not going really boring religion stuff. You're just gonna have to.
What are you doing? You're just gonna go and find a spot on the wall?
Yeah, I'm gonna go probably make a circle around it because I'm gonna be like, if they're talking and it's boring talking, then I'm walking around the study. I mean, worst case scenario, if it's super
Perception
boring, then
check.
I've already got ideas. Perception. I've rolled terribly on perception so far tonight. But that is better. That is an 18 plus 2. That's a dirty 20.
You're searching around the study. You're kind of walking around. You're like, crud, I've only got a few minutes. And you see and you look over. You're like, that's weird. Up on the wall is this doll. It's like this like mechanical. It looks like it's about like almost like Chucky. It's clockwork and stuff like that. But it's this little doll that's over on the counter and it's just kind of staring straight ahead.
Is it small?
It's like halfling size. Like it's big, but it's a doll. Like it's got like little things and stuff like that. And
But it's like
got a
small
cocked
enough
inside.
that a fairy could pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay, and they're not in yet?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to go swipe it off where it is.
As you put your hands on the doll turns to you and goes, "Do you want to play with me?"
Oh, God.
You've gone from one item.
When he says that, he goes, "Let's hide together."
Okay.
And you see the doll cast invisible.
Oh, did it see me?
It
Even
did.
though I was invisible.
The doll then cast invisibility on itself. He goes, "This will be the greatest fun. What is your name?"
My name is Etheria. What's yours?
My name is Piddlewick.
Piddlewick.
Piddle.
And you're my friend now?
Yeah, let's be friends. We'll hide together.
His hands come up and grab your face, and he goes, "We're gonna be best friends forever."
Can I see him even though he's invisible?
Yes. Shh. Let's hide and listen, and maybe we can cause mischief.
I love causing mischief.
Me too. Piddlewick reaches up, reaches up for your hand.
I grab his hand.
Best friend forever.
Oh my gosh, this is so much fun, isn't it?
We are going to have so much fun. As you grab his hand, he goes, "Shh, quiet." As the two of them walk into the space.
All right.
Don't look over at secret.
We are all but flies in our DM's web at this point. He said, I am sick
I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a great party with Mongols outside. You guys are doing business.
It's been great.
I might
It's
be
been
joining
great.
a cult.
to be
I don't know
determined.
what's happening.
You guys are dealing with some trauma. You guys are dealing with cold stuff.
He leads you into the study and escorts you over towards a chair, and he goes, "Sit."
She does.
I seek to do good in this land. And I see the evilness inside of you.
Inside of me.
The Dark Passenger. Before I stepped into this abode, I cast Detect Evil and Good. It is an ability that I have that my Lord grants to me through faith. And it is all right. I will not judge you for this. We all make sacrifices. We all do things for the greater good.
What have you done for the greater good?
I have saved families. I have brought them strength and health.
Not what good have you done for the greater good. What bad have you done for the greater good?
I have not done any bad. For the goods outweigh it. There are always scales.
There you are.
My boys are outside even now.
Okay.
They were cursed with the disease. They could not be saved. I saved them. We must always be a savior to the people of Barovia. They were not going to exist within their form.
What form is that?
Weak. Mortal. Human.
No.
You are not like them. You are not mortal. You belong from another place, like I belong from another place. You understand. They don't know any better. They are but petulant children.
What lord do you serve?
The Lord on high. He has no name. He grants me power, and through him all will be saved.
Hey, what?
Go tug on his cape.
I have a better idea.
What?
Tell me there's a potted plant in here.
There is.
Okay, so
There's one now.
I'm gonna sneak over because I don't want to cast a spell or anything like that because I don't want to lose my invisibility. But I'm gonna grab a bean from my bag of beans and plant it.
Oh,
Like ideally, whatever plant is farthest away from where we're hiding, so that I can sneak back to where we're hiding.
What is this?
I don't know. That's the best part.
Surprises.
Yeah.
I have gotten into much trouble with surprises. It is always worth it.
So I'm gonna push the bean down into the soil and then
Okay.
sneak back to our hiding spot.
Roll to
sitting
see
at
what
the table
happens.
or something. Yeah.
As he looks over at you and he goes,
This is gonna be rough.
"Will you join me?"
I'm gonna put it in the Twitch
yeah,
chat.
for a 10-minute conversation? Absolutely not.
Oh my god.
Will you join me for dinner? Then
For dinner.
allow me to convince you at the Abbot.
I need to roll a d6.
Okay.
I can accept that. A dinner. Absolutely.
I look forward to it.
That's too bad.
We must not tell Strahd. He is very powerful.
Yeah.
You
Is
can
he very
accommodate.
And she kind of stops and like, has he tried to hurt you?
He goes, "No.
Of course not.
We all act out of anger. Sometimes. What happens?"
All of a sudden, 9 shriekers sprout. So I'm looking at a shrieker is a human-sized mushroom that emits a piercing screech. I'm now clicking on the link so I can read the rest of it because I wasn't sure what a shrieker was.
Okay.
It's a medium plant. It's unaligned. It's got an AC of 5.
Okay.
And it emits a piercing screech to drive off creatures that disturb it.
You are wrapped in a hug as these shriekers come into the space, and you see as this individual comes forward, shirking off their cloak, wrapping you in a giant hug, and jumping out the window of the study outside as these creatures take flight in this space. The giant black wings on his angelic form coming out from behind the cloak as he just immediately barrels through the window. As he breaks through the window, you see him reach his left hand out as the cloak follows after him, a la Doctor Strange, and wraps around the giant black wings that sprout from his back as he makes his way out the window. And he leads you away from the scene of like these shrieking plants that come to life in this space. As Piddlewick says, mostly, I was hoping they would attack them. Wouldn't that have been more funny?
Well, now I need to let my friends know that Magnolia's gone.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be with you forever.
I mean, I guess you can follow me. Weird. Anyway, so I run out of the room.
You go to leave. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
At least it wasn't a pinky promise.
Yeah, no pinky promises
No
were
pinky
made.
promises.
It's the most powerful.
That is a 15.
The little mechanical hand shoots out and grabs your leg before you can leave, and being like, "It's not weird. We're best friends forever."
I know, but you're getting a little grabby and possessive.
Best friends can't get grabby.
Yeah, they can. You have to be nice to your friends, or they don't want to spend time with you.
Okay.
Come on.
Go talk to your friends. I'll be right behind you, best friend.
I really
It's not the sequel. This is like a sequel.
So I'm still technically invisible, so I'm running out to the main
You're running out to the main room. As you run out to the main room, let's cut back to outside. You're surrounded by the bears. The bears at this point are like having a great time. Everybody's kind of drunk. Are you drinking alongside them?
Yeah, but because I just hit level 10, I have presence of mind now, so now I think I can drink without getting alcohol poisoning.
Absolutely. You're running in the back.
So I can just keep up with them and not feel and not feel it.
You have Cassandra's and Indigo's actual tolerance when it comes to alcohol. As you're like, I could do this all day, but like everybody, shot. They are getting hammered. They're hanging out, they're partying and stuff like that. They're just they're enjoying the talking, and it's this weird companionship that you haven't experienced in a long time since you left the swamp. They're jerks. You get it. I mean, like, but there's something simplistic about it. There's no back talk. There's no like hidden agendas. There's nothing like that. It's just like we're here to drink and mess stuff up and break stuff and have fun together and stuff like that. And so everybody gets nice and socially lubricated.
Cool. He's just gonna go to Bill. He'd be like, "Hey man, how you feeling? Good?
Feeling great.
Hey man, you asked me earlier. Who did I ask her?
I did.
So I'm gonna ask it faster for you because you seem a little bit better upstairs than I am.
Yes.
See?
Smart.
So who do you hang out with? Is it just you?
Who do I serve?
Yeah.
We get in close. And he burps in your face and says,
myself.
Okay.
We must always serve ourselves, because if you wait, there will be no food left. We have to fix you. What's it like being weak like this?
You know, I'm feeling pretty good though. Like,
Are you?
So he asked, he goes, so is this something you guys did, or?
We were saved. A good friend of the family. He made things better.
about to flame out of the side of his mouth that like comes out and just ignites one of the other mongrels that are there, and he's just he's so weak.
So someone did this to you, man?
Yes.
Do you regret it?
What?
If you could do it again, would you do it? Would you get better? Would you stay as you were?
What kind of question is that?
Well, you're saying you can do some upgrades for me. I want to know what I'm getting involved in.
You'll be saved.
Were you?
Yes. The disease moves through us all, the disease of sin.
Oh. He'll slide another shot to Bill. He goes, to being saved.
You just need the right sign.
Twinkies.
Bursting out of the window comes a veritable angel. The angel is holding Magnolia at this point as you and Bill turn to look. As he comes to this, the cloak wraps around his wings as you hear shrieking coming from inside the study. As he looks over at you and he goes,
It's a sign. At this point, Patches' presence mind drops. He takes 2 actual shots.
As the individual comes out, the cloak wraps around them. All of the mongrels in the area, they do not kneel, but they stand at the ready. As he gives a dismissive wave, they go back to what they were doing. It was just a really quick, like, what do you want us to do? Got it, okay. And then just kind of gives them a little, like, wave. As you come flying out of the area, you are over in this direction. She looks at the card. And she looks back at you. I don't fault you. We all make sacrifices. But you're growing on me. Do me a favor. No more deals. No more compromises. Nothing but the flame that you have within you already. If you do that for me, we can start having more conversations.
Damn it. It's okay, I got Bill.
I didn't want to make this in the first place. For some reason, I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. You're so beautiful. Sorry. Okay. I do not want to rely on anyone else's power other than my own and the flame that guides me. The flame that guides me is currently locked away inside with Chance. And I can promise you that I won't make any more deals. However, you're asking me this. I am not going to make any more deals with anyone. However, I need to know that I can trust you as well. You've not given me really any signs other than pulling me into a ditch, which was very forward of you, which I'm all for. But I just need to know that I can also trust you, because a lot of the people that I have tried to trust here have turned around and just stabbed me in the back, literally, metaphorically.
I joined the circus at a young age. I didn't have much waiting behind for me. That's where I met someone that could teach me the ways of hunting monsters. When he disappeared for a spell, I went looking for him. I begged, borrowed, and stealed, and got every information that I could get, which led me straight here to Briovia, where I had my work cut out for me. I was, of all things, the fire tamer.
You were the fire tamer? That's quite a bold thing to say to a fire genasi.
It's okay. Chance has your flame inside.
Yeah.
The gem? The bow?
Yeah.
It's alright. I can... You'll get your power back.
Are you telling me the truth?
Yeah, inside check.
Okay, 19 plus 7, so a lot.
Yep, she's telling you the truth.
You were part of the circus.
Yes.
Anyone who's part of the circus is family. And above all...
She kind of tilts her head to the side.
It's true, you're part of the circus, you should know that.
I'm just not... Do I have to be family?
Just if you don't want to.
Alright.
But I've learned that it's better to be surrounded by people who want to look out for you and care for you than being on your own.
She takes a step forward towards you as things are are becoming a little more intimate as you stand your ground, and then you hear the crash from up top as the window is burst open. We cut back to inside the house. You run into the main room as everybody turns and looks over at the study, but you are currently invisible at this point. Hearing the shrieking, Chance stops his conversation and things of that sort, and immediately just kind of looks over and goes, "Everyone is fine. It's just a wee bit of a setback. I'm sure it's nothing at all." And he goes, "Yes."
Can I add the immediate scream of from Magnolia outside?
Right.
Because they're screaming plans. There's only one person who could have done it.
Right. He goes running. He goes running out. Casimir and Rahadin join him as they both go running into the space, flanking either side of him. They basically just go running in on his side, and they begin casting. You can hear the sounds of like fire and things of that sort as these plants are put to rest. What are you doing?
I can see Magnolia. She's come back through here. She's outside.
Magnolia's
I don't know
outside.
where she is.
No,
Okay.
you ran into the
So
main
I'm
space.
looking
You're
for
like, I need an adult.
He's outside. She's outside. He's the only one in.
Ironwood is holding the skull and looking at it with this oh shit look.
Okay. Then I'm running up to him. I know he can't see me because I'm invisible. I'm running up to him, not dropping invisibility, and going, "A big winged angel thing stole Magnolia."
Oh God, what's that? Oh.
The batteries ran out.
Hey, give him back.
What the who?
Oh
my!
Anyway, do I get that he's like not working anymore? That it's just a dead skull.
You take the skull.
You broke him?
You take this. You start talking to it. He just doesn't respond.
What did you do?
Everybody that's still in the room is
I'm yelling.
hearing this.
Everyone
Like,
would hear this.
looking
Yes,
at
him.
absolutely.
I don't know I don't know that you're a Thera. It's just floating skull.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear her voice.
Well, yeah, and I've already
Oh, I mean,
One nice
what you mean?
What did you do to Terry?
Terry was out on the look for my daughter. That was this mission.
You didn't want to talk about it.
You're currently not here.
No, I am here. I'm just invisible. Anyway, Magnolia's gone.
Magnolia.
She went out a window. We should go outside.
And then it just as quick as the whatever window. Let's go through. Yeah.
As quick as a patch's wish. You go running out.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so if
You're
he's
going with
going
me.
outside, I'm running with him to go look for Magnolia outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully this starts to get us back together.
Yep. You two run outside as you come running up with Esmeralda and running up to see this scene of him standing there.
We are holding hands until people notice.
You are not. You go to hold her hand, and then she immediately breaks away from you.
It was
like
in a
pushes
protective
away.
way.
No, I know. And I think there's a moment where she squeezes it, but then immediately lets go and just does not want. He comes running up, and you see this scene of of you being held by the Abbot, and she goes, "One of yours?"
Magnolia, yeah.
She brings up both hands, and the two gold crossbows come out of the bracers, forming out of nothing. It's just a. And I'll say, "I told you one more time that you go and touch someone," and the Abbot just looks at her, and all of the mongrels line up behind him, all 5 of them, as they grab you by the shoulder and just kind of pull you along into the group and things of that sort.
Magnolia just holds up both her hands. Up.
The Abbot goes, "I was trying to fix the situation when..." She goes, "Oh, sure you are. Just like you fixed their situation, you solved their curse real nicely, didn't you? Did he tell you? Did he tell you that they used to be Vistoni?
What?
Did he tell you?" And he looks over at her, and as he does, his eyes flash yellow, and power starts to gather in his hands. She goes, "Oh, I have been waiting, and for lack of a better word, praying for this day to come."
I cast Mass Suggestion.
Everyone comes outside at this point. You see many of the party guests are just being like, "Oh, sweet, it was them this year." As many of them are there, the only person who tends to go over towards where she is this big sigh as Casimir. goes over, the dark elf with the cowl on, and as he comes forward, he looks at the abbot and takes off his hood. As he takes off the hood, the ears are mangled. Somebody ripped into his head. It is not a clean cut, like it is not a birth thing. Like he does that and just sort of stares at the abbot, and almost in a pointed way, and stands next to her, power gathering in his hands as well. What is the save on mass suggestion?
Wisdom save is 18.
Is that literally everybody?
That is up to 12 people. So I would do them two and as many of the
Can I charm person?
gangrels.
I'm using mass suggestion so they don't know I charmed them. If they fail, they won't know that I tried.
What do you say?
I say, let's all just take a breath. The abbot was saving me from a commotion upstairs that I'm sure a child did, Ophelia, wherever you are.
Why would you say names?
The witch on the porch goes,
How does it feel to have fey magic used on everyone here? Does it feel good? Did you enjoy that subtle working?
and just sort of smiles as she takes the nails and just kind of scratches at her face as they unfold and getting dirt and grime
Can I
on.
use persuasion on her?
Uh,
if she's speaking out loud, be like, hey, like,
You can try. Give me a persuasion roll.
ugh, that's gonna be bad.
Hey man, it's gonna be a buzzkill.
That is gonna be a 21.
21. She looks over at you as you're like, bruh, cool it.
No.
I know. I know.
Don't be a narc, man.
Well, it's a party.
She gives you a small nod. And then everyone just sort of holds in this moment.
So I'll just go back inside. Unless you wish to be outside, then you can be outside.
I think we
Well,
should go
let's not-
inside.
Let's not turn this into a bloodbath, shall we?
Which is why we should probably go inside. Right?
Chance walks out and goes,
Did y'all enjoy it? The practical joke. The streakers.
do you remember last year we were talking about why do you have so many plants? And I was like, oh, wait for it. It was a game. It was a joke. But now the real game begins. I thought we'd switch things up this year. And we're going to play a little game of truth or dare.
Oh, goodness.
All of us gathered around a space, learning about each other, daring others to do things. How amazing would that be, huh? Break the ice a little bit, learn about some of our new friends, and learn about old friends.
Patches, we're gonna need all those drinks. All of them.
Perfect.
The abbot goes, I will retire. I have no such time for games. And he looks over at you and nods. And begins to walk away. As he does, Bill goes running up to him, and they have a conversation that's quieted and whispered.
Can I make of it?
He says, the girl is important. All three of them are. If you can kill one of the men tonight, that would be ideal. If not, make it look like an accident. We can use their parts. And Bill goes, I'd like to save the big guy. He goes, that's fine. I've never worked with plant life. Take out the tree. And he goes, understood.
Sending to Pyre, do not leave Ironwood side.
You do not. Yes. Okay. You start casting. You sending off to don't leave.
Do not leave Ironwood side.
Cool.
She subtly nods.
Okay. You all head inside. Everyone gathers in the main room.
Yeah, but I'd like to know.
He grabs you. He grabs the other.
We're playing a game, so it behooves me to drop invisibility now. So I'm in the mass confusion. At some point, I'm gonna drop invisibility, but I'm going to grab Piddlewick's hand,
Okay.
and drag him along with me.
Hi, that's right. I'm sorry we fought.
Yeah, that sucked.
Do we see Piddlewick?
Ophelia does what any kid does and grabs their friend's
Imaginary
hand
friends.
and just grabs their hand and he goes,
Because he's still invisible.
it's okay. Sometimes best friends fight. Sometimes best friends have accidents. But it doesn't mean that you stop loving them.
Well, yeah, you should be like nicer. And
I like
also,
how
I don't
intense
feel like
Ryan's
we've
looking at me right
been
now.
we've been friends long enough to be best friends. I think that takes time.
You should tell everybody that we're secret friends.
Why is that necessary?
Because it's more fun. I can do more pranks on them if they don't know I'm around.
Okay.
Okay. I love you, best friend.
Don't you think you're laying it on just a little bit thick? I mean, this is fun and all, but also I've known you 4 seconds.
You just know.
Just know.
Just know.
You just know.
Okay.
I would find Ophelia, like, immediately.
Ophelia, you look, and no one else can see, but your shadow walks behind you and holds this tiny little shadow right next to it. Hands like this as you head back into the main space. Yep.
So Ironwood, before he goes into the main room, he turns his holy symbol from his patron to his daughter.
Okay.
That's
Flips it.
face up, yeah. So that's
Okay. You come into the space. As you do, the people start to get drinks and food, and everyone sort of gathers into a circle. And he goes, "Here is how we play the game. So, if you're called forth to do a truth or a dare, you can of course say truth or dare, and then you get to be the one to ask any other individual here. Names are off limits. I'm looking at you, Baba Lazaga, and she kind of smiles and gives a little bit of a curtsy and things of that sort. She goes, "What? For courtesy's sake, I'll say this. I'll let you go first." Baba Lazaga looks around the group.
Hello, dear.
Hello.
Truth or dare?
Dare.
I dare you to pick. If you had to kill one of your compatriots, who would you pick?
If I had to kill someone I'm traveling with currently, who would I pick?
Yes.
Chance.
She nods her head, and Chance's eyes sink as everybody in the room turns to look at him.
Oh my gosh. I just killed.
And he turns and he goes, "She's not the first lady to say it."
Just don't know you well enough. That's all.
No, you don't. Your turn.
Oh goodness. Esmeralda, truth or dare?
Truth.
How many weapons do you have on you right now?
37.
Amazing.
Other than myself.
She looks around the group and turns to Chance and says, "Chance, truth or dare?" And Chance thinks for a second.
Oh god.
And he says, "Truth." And she goes, "How would you kill Magnolia in her sleep?"
Ooh.
And he turns and gives her this quick nod, and she gives him a nod back. And he goes, looks over and smiles and goes and does this little showboating thing of like, "I think what I would do more than anything else is just siphon the luck out of her until she had the worst day of her life. It doesn't take much more to break someone than the worst day of their life. And I've done it before, and it is a wonder. It is a masterpiece of pain to have someone, really anyone in this room, have the worst day of their life. Wherein I just take every ounce of luck out of them and don't have to feed for months. That's how I would do it." I need a performance check.
Ooh. And nothing could go wrong.
Oh no, it all went
30.
Okay. Give me an insight check.
24.
You slapped the host of the party in front of the worst predators in the world. And Esmeralda just gave him like a little like, okay, get your footing back. He does not hate you. There is no ill will.
No.
But you've played this court game
I played
before.
this game.
Yeah, and he goes, very well.
If I admitted any of them, it'd be a weakness. If I admitted
Yeah.
playing a game.
Ophelia, truth or dare?
Oh gosh, I want both. Truth, I guess.
What are you afraid of?
Ew, I don't know. Boredom.
Piddlewick squeezes your hand and says, I don't like him.
So?
Do you want me to hurt him?
No.
Okay. Your turn, Ophelia.
Oh, and I look over at. Oh gosh.
I have all the names written down. If you need a name.
I do too.
Well, no, because it could go to anyone.
Yeah.
Here's the list if you need the other people.
Ironwood. Truth or dare?
I'm scared of both things. Dare.
I was hoping you'd pick truth.
Oh, the truth.
I wanted to find out how you broke my skull.
He's what?
Everyone turns to look at Ophelia. Are you holding the skull?
Yeah, she put it back up on her head.
Lord Argynvost steps forward and goes, I'm sorry, your what?
My skull.
What was your skull?
What was my skull?
Who was your skull?
Why do you want to know?
I'm just curious.
Oh, okay. Then
I believe
what
it's
if
not
I
your
pull
turn
a-
to tell the truth or dare. It's
Yeah. Yep. We have to play the game in order. How'd you break my skull?
Chance looks over at Argynvost and takes a step forward, and Argynvost puts a hand up, and Chance is lifted up off of the ground with a whole person, and just sort of like with a finger, this finger twirls like this, and Chance just is pushed along the back wall and held in place. You see him trying not to make a sound as everybody in the party sees it happen, as he's just continually twirling the finger like this. A spell was cast, but there were no verbal components or somatic components.
Hey, leave him alone. That's mean, and it's not in the order of the game. Is he down?
Yeah.
Okay.
You hear, Lord Argynvost. She referred to him as Terry. And Lord Argynvost looks back and says, he's dead. He's gone. He drops Chance. He goes, yeah, answer the question.
My might.
This is the greatest party I've ever been to.
Aye. Why are you pontificating so much?
Ironwood?
Play the game.
Pyre just play the game.
Just
I've asked him to go look for someone.
Is it the someone I'm thinking of?
Nope. You get one question.
It's my turn, eh?
Yes.
Baba Lazaga.
Bold strategy.
Aye.
You got it.
I have someone quite dear to me.
Truth or dare is the first question.
Truth or dare, mate. Love. Sorry.
Dealer's choice.
Oh.
Aye.
You could always dare me to bring back your dead spawn.
And like his hand just grabs a little bit.
I could bring her back in any form I wanted. Just yeet her out of the ether.
Pyre reaches over and grabs his hand.
Truth then.
True.
Is it true that you took her from me?
That I took her.
That you let You let things happen. You took her.
I don't even know your name.
That's not a name I'm willing to give, love.
Fair. Pie.
Me?
Truth or dare.
How long are we going to play this for? 'Cause I've got some other games
Until the
to
game ends, truth or dare.
play. Okay, I suppose. Truth.
True?
Yes, if you'd like the truth, you.
She begins to cast in the space.
Wait a minute, are you? Can I roll a perception check to see if she's casting on
Yeah.
me? Or do I just know?
She's not casting on you.
She begins to cast on
She's
me.
casting. She's not casting
okay,
on you.
well that's a 18 plus 7.
Yeah, she's casting.
Say, wait a minute, are you doing something to aggress upon me?
No, I would never do that.
I
There are
feel
no
like-
rules against casting before this game. No rules were established.
Well, there are in this house when it comes
Where
to
do you get your
hospitality.
power from, Paya?
I get it from my gods. And that's the truth.
Deception check.
I'm not lying.
You are kind of lying.
17. Plus my blessing.
Okay.
So what is the blessing?
D4.
4? Which is a 4, so 21.
21. Okay.
Are we outside the zone of truth? Everything will be just fine.
I don't look at this.
I guess that's the truth. Yeah, we're outside the truth. Everything.
For everybody, like.
What did you get?
21.
I got to do this. We got to have a roll off. This is too important to just leave this to a stalemate. So
Okay.
roll again.
I don't like that. But I rolled good, so now I'm gonna roll bad. Oh, okay.
Then bless.
18.
Okay. Bless.
Do I re-roll the plus? 20.
Okay.
Unnatural 20.
All right. She looks at you and smiles.
Your turn. Divine one.
Noted.
The tension of the room is
Oh yeah.
There's so many
100%.
candidates. There's so many fun things to learn about all of you. Let's see. I've got 2 I'm going in between. Lord, the thing that you attacked Chance. I'm really bad with names.
Cosmere.
Arganthos?
Lord,
Arganthos.
Lord Argan.
Bruce Wayne guy?
Yeah, Bruce Wayne.
I don't know who that is.
You just remind me of a story I heard. My family used to tell me about this.
I'm in many
Bruce.
stories.
Yes, you with the girls, the entourage.
No.
Nice, yeah. Truth or dare?
Dare.
Dare, okay. I dare you to reveal who you really are.
He looks over at Chance, and Chance is like, please, God, no. I'm begging you. Please. Please, come on. You're not ready for this.
If it's going to cause problems, it's just a game, isn't that right, everyone? It's just a game. We're supposed to be having fun.
Lord Arganvoss begins to shift and change in
Great.
front of you all. You see his skin become scaly, a bright silver scale that begins to sweep up and down his entire body. That begins to look like armor until you see the small lines that are there. And then as he begins to grow in size, Chance goes, "The game's done! The game's done. No game. You've won. Lord Arganvost, you've won. Congratulations, you've won the game."
Pyre says clapping.
Lord Arganvost stops and begins to shrink in size. He goes, "I won! What is my boon, Chance?"
Shots to you, I think.
"I think you're right. Shots to me!"
Shots all around for everyone.
Every shots are sort of passed around as Chance goes this. He goes, "To Lord Arganvost, the winner of our game. Here's to you, Lord Arganvost. A toast to your health." Lord Arganvost goes, "A toast to my health. A toast to you all. And a toast to our dear departed friend, Sir Terry. May you rest in peace forever." Everyone holds up their shot glass.
Cheers.
Cheers. At this, there is a natural progression as people start to leave the party. Food and drink are consumed. The conversations begin to quiet and die down. You have time to strike up a conversation with one more individual as they leave. The only one that is not off the table is the Abbot, who has left for the night.
I have dinner with him. It's fine.
It was Bill who kept making the comments about Sir Terry?
Mongrels are all camping out outside. You see him set up little tents and things of that sort. Lord Argynvost was the one who won the game.
Lord Argynvost, okay.
And Lord Argynvost comes over and shakes Chance's hand and just, well done. Well done. I remember going to these, and I've never had as much fun as this one. The games, the truth or dare. What a simple game that we added such a nuance to. Do me a favor. The girls are out back. If you can take care of the mess, that would be lovely. I would appreciate you. And Chance goes, I will see to it that it's cleaned. He goes, perfect. That's why you're the best. And he looks at all of you and just gives a small nod. He goes, I'll be seeing her soon. I'll send you regards.
Doesn't say a word.
Okay. He leaves. Anybody doing anything? Everybody's got a chance to do one interaction before the party dies.
I want to give my respects to Lord Rodden.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of come to him and courtesy and say, please tell Lord Strahd we apologize for him not receiving an invitation. I was not aware he did not.
If he wanted to be here.
He would.
He would. He chose not to. It is fine. He works in mysterious ways, that brother of mine.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Quite.
Good.
It was informative. Did you?
I've learned some things. And I enjoy myself.
One can only hope to learn things.
One new thing every day.
Mayhaps two.
Have a good night.
You're quite beautiful.
Thank you.
Pity. And he walks out.
I'm gonna keep losing up the mongrels.
Okay. Yeah. Mongrels are outside. Everybody's like, you just keep drinks, and Bull.
We didn't get to play the game.
Bull looks at you and he's like, he keeps the drinks going and stuff like that. He goes, yeah, it's time to rest and things of that sort. I think we'll rest out here tonight.
Yeah, sure. You good?
No, I'm sure.
You need anything else?
No.
Because once that strikes midnight, like the whole thing, like it drops. But like,
It's fine. Apparently there's takeout behind the house.
oh, fantastic. So Bill, I feel like we made a nice connection.
We did.
So how do I find you? Like if I need to get hold of you again?
Are you looking to join our motley crew?
I think it's nice to have friends in lower places.
Persuasion check at advantage.
Especially if we're
I'm not worried about the pity part, guys. It's fine. I'm not worried at all.
Well, that was a performance, which is still a 2. Thankfully, advantage. That's a 3.
He looks over at you and he goes,
Yes, well, maybe another time. Unless you'd like your actions to speak louder than your words.
And he points down at his arm that has slowly gotten more and more white as he's used more and more. He goes, You got this, and this is really good. I like the whole fire thing going on. But I also got something as well.
Good. Sleep here with us. We're going to get a short rest. Then in a bit, we're going to kill the tree man.
Why?
because our father orders it.
The tree man?
Yeah. You can help. You shall gift. It will be fun.
This is the first time he's done this because it's be very fun. Patches use Misty Step for
Okay.
the first time. So he goes from one side of Bill to just the other side. Are you sure no one knows?
No, you are the only one, my brother.
Is there any... And there's everyone here you trust, yeah?
Yes, with my life.
He'll lay down on a cot.
All right. Cool. Affy.
She's going to go up to Chance. Is Fiddlewick still by her?
Piddlewick has not left her side, and that
Okay.
invisibility has lasted a long time.
Got it. She's going to go, thank you for hosting such a wonderful party. You're also supposed to thank your host.
He goes, and copies your voice and goes, "Thank you for hosting a wonderful party." And he looks over at you and he goes, "Oh, that's a neat trick, Afiria."
No, that's Fiddlewick. You invited him, right?
Oh.
Oh, he's invisible right now.
Of course. Piddlewick, it is an absolute pleasure to meet you. You're welcome in my home anytime you like. Any friend of Afiria is a friend of mine.
It's because you're a child. Had anyone else melts in this doll? We're gonna hold it.
He goes, did he hear me?
Did you hear him? Yep, he heard you.
We all float down here.
And he
You
goes,
should just not be invisible anymore, Piddlewick.
and you see him like bend down, Chance. He goes, "You don't have to be invisible, Piddlewick, but I understand. The world's a scary place. Perhaps it's okay for certain individuals to get scared sometimes and to need to turn invisible."
I don't generally turn invisible because I'm scared, but do you?
He like shakes his head, yes.
Oh, he's scared.
Sometimes people get scared. You
Got
have
it.
you have a good rest.
Okay.
Nothing else you can say.
Piddlewick looks at you and he goes, "I have some toys back at my house. I'm gonna go get them. I'll go get them and bring them back here.
What kind of toys?
They're real fun. I played with them with my other best friend.
Okay.
I was very sad. But now I found you. And you are not gonna die like my last one." And he gives you a little squeeze, and Piddlewick runs out into the night.
This can only go well.
Cass.
Yeah. She would like to kind of, when there's a moment, a discreet moment, you can go, okay? Yep.
Okay.
To pull Esmeralda aside and say, so what now? Honestly, after everything that happened, you're part of the circus as far as I'm concerned. You were, you always will be. And I'm going to make the probably stupid decision to trust you, but how do we get in contact with you if we need you?
You don't. I have things I have to do.
That's so romantic. Yeah,
She laughs at you and she goes, I'll find you. I swear.
okay.
I'm invested.
Can you do me a favour while you're out there? If you could look into 3 missing girls. Magnolia's children. We're worried about them, and we're not quite sure where they could be.
I told you that they got saved.
They got saved. Never mind. 3 hags.
I told you guys that.
Rapidly aging
The
children.
windmill.
The women.
The windmill.
The windmill.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going up against them.
Well, we've not quite decided that yet, but I think the trajectory's sort of pushing out that
When?
direction. That is an answer. I don't know. If you have gained anything about me, I'm not in charge of
She
that, so.
reaches into a pouch at her side, and as she does, she pulls out 4 daggers that are collapsible. And as she pulls, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and at the bottom of those 4 daggers, she pulls out a small circular stone, and she hands it over to you. She goes, "It's a sending stone. So just let me know when you're going."
Will I actually know when we're going, or when we're there, or if we're dying and need your help?
If you're dying,
Okay.
it's not going to give me enough time to get to you.
Got it. Okay, let you know when we're on the way there. Sorry, I'm nervous. This deck is.
She leans forward and makes sure nobody's about and kisses you on the top of your forehead.
The flames, like, they do this, but then they do this.
Yeah.
They go big and big and smoke. She doesn't want it harder, but it's just like this weird thing of the flames, like, turning different colors, and she's just...
Yeah, she takes her hand and grabs a hold of you, and you see that she's got this liquid that she's pulled from a pouch and put it on her hand, and holds your arm like this, and as you see, you know that liquid. That's just a flammable, like, liquid. It's like a gel. It's petroleum, and she does a little fire dance, and she goes, "You're worth the burn."
Fire tamer.
Fire tamer.
Yeah. Maybe we can do an act together someday.
Oh God, you're trouble. And she turns and leaves.
Esmeralda's gonna kill us all. I feel like right now.
If Fiddlewick doesn't first.
Ironwood.
Big friends with the dwarves.
Ironwood grabs Magnolia by the wrist and takes her to a library.
Is it an aggressive grab or
No,
a
just
gentle
like a-
grab?
Yeah.
Magnolia's been through a lot tonight, so when you usually say, like, I grab someone by the wrist, gently.
It's a hey.
Yeah.
Like,
You pull Magnolia, do you go with
and
her?
the doors, I close doors behind us.
It's fine as an open window.
Hi.
You notice the mongrels kind of wave to you.
I made new friends.
That's amazing, Patches. And I go behind a bookshelf.
Yeah. You walk with her behind the bookshelf?
Well, just so it's
Yeah.
out of like earshot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's more of a private conversation.
I don't trust that none of them know how to read lips, so we're gonna go behind the bookshelf.
I know. Baba, I'm gonna kill her.
Okay.
We all know what it's like when we have our children ripped from us.
I didn't know you had children till today.
And I'll speak in Sylvan. My child is everything to me.
And she speaks back in Sylvan, as are mine, to me. I understand.
I will kill her.
And I'm happy to help, but we do not have that power yet.
No,
But we will.
soon. And I want you to know that when that time comes, I will call upon you, as I'm sure you will call upon me, to make them pay for what they've done to our
When you understand that someone would do anything for their child's safety, yes?
everything. And
The night that the witches came to the cabin, it was Strahd. And he brought me my daughter. Safely. He saved my daughter and took her home. I do not know if I can trust. I do not trust him. But I owe him.
my daughter was taken from me through nature. And though it be what I'd imagine this Baba to be, and her curse upon my daughter, I can't let something like that be. Can't let it go. For whenever that day comes, you call upon me, and I'll be your arm.
And I will be yours.
There's a slight pop of magic as an oath is made. Spoken in Sylvan.
And Iron opens the door and just exits.
You all?
I fall in. When I have something up here, oh my god! You shouldn't. And I just grab your arm. I'm like, you shouldn't be alone right now. Just trust me in that.
I would say Pyre also is kind of like reeling a little bit, and then she's like, "Oh yeah,
Oh god!
No one's paying attention to Patches is sleeping with the people, but cool, that's fine.
They said kill that one.
Well, yeah.
Me!
Are we resting?
Yeah. Is outside, is there a place that's more secluded?
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm going outside to a place that's a little bit more...
Absolutely outside if there's a secluded place.
I
Atrium.
honestly, I think maybe we should stick together."
That's
I
fine.
think we should sleep inside.
Yeah, I think we should stay inside. I think it's just a great idea. We have,
That's that. I don't mind being inside as long as I can get...
And I cast sending into you The monsters outside want you dead. I don't know why, but they want you dead, so stay with me, please.
And there is nothing more to be said.
You rest in a large room. You're resting with them? Like you're just kind of like sleeping on the floor? He's sleeping
Rolled
on
up
the floor?
with my big ball of lava.
Okay. Are you in the living room then? You're not with them. Are you sleeping on the living room?
Where are you guys?
We all slept in the living room the first night, so I slept in the living room the second night.
Everybody's...
And I would like to take shifts.
Yeah, I would like to discuss taking shifts, but also because last time I woke up blood on my mouth, so like,
You go
So
to
Ember can take a shift.
you go to take shifts. Who's taking first watch? Okay. Who's taking
Okay.
Unless you want to do first.
I could take watch with it. Like, I'm assuming we're taking watches together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
two watches.
We, at least
The
we can
pass
have
is outside.
Yeah.
Two watches.
Sir Terry.
As the first watch takes place and you begin to sleep, a few hours go by as you are shaken awake.
Wakey, wakey. Time to chop down a tree.
Patches will get up.
And that is where we are ending tonight's episode. Thank you so much for joining us for the fanciest of fancy dinner parties. It is going to be a wonderful time spent together next week as we shuck away our fanciness and come in barrels blazing. Yes, Patches.
Did I make my power move?
Do you make your power move?
Did I make my power move? By infiltrating the mongrels that want to kill our party member?
I don't know if that's a power move yet.
I think it's a power.
I think next week will determine if it was a power move or if this was a horrible, delicious mistake. Either way, I think it's going to be good. You made new best friends. You told somebody else about the power contained within the orb. You made new friends and enemies. It was a deliciously fun night. Tune in next week.
I met an angel. Might be my future husband. It's fine.
Sure, let's go with that. So join us next week for a very fast-paced battle as we are going to keep things moving real quick and see if we can see how long Patches can keep the ruse up, knowing that these guys are currently filled with mist. Which they have been inhaling off of him all night long.
Hey guys, Confurious is going to be so happy with us.
He's gonna be like, what?
This was
You do.
all planned.
Ophelia, your post-credit scene for tonight. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me, please.
You want me to roll it in the chat? I'm going to roll
Yeah,
it in
you
the
can
chat.
roll it in the chat.
Let me copy our raid so that, okay, here.
They're full of smoke. It's either a great
Oh,
thing or
no,
a
we
horrible
need a
thing.
1. D100.
You got this. 100.
A 100?
Okay.
I don't know if that's good or
I don't know if we should celebrate it.
You are given, as you go to sleep that night, you rest your head under the pillow and your head hits something hard and you reach underneath and get this jar. It is a little tiny clay jar and it says from your best friend in the little clay jar. And as you open it up, do you open it up?
Sure, I'll peek inside.
It is filled with fingernails. And that
What the hell?
That is our post-credit scene. We're going to go. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us tonight. As your best friend has started the first of many leaving small gifts for you every time you take a rest. We love you all so much. Thank you. Remember, you can be anything you want to be except for Strahd, because Strahd sucks. Hard hands out, kids.
And so does Middlewick.
Oh my God.
No,
Yeah.
Piddlewick's your best buddy forever.
Forever.
We missed an NPC. We got 10.